Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I want to do a little bit of maintenance for you on this little guy right here. This is the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean 8900. Now this is a beautiful watch. I've done my full review of it, I've discussed it a fair amount. It's running beautifully. There's nothing particularly wrong with it, but you all know that I've got a strong maintenance focus on the channel. So I figured today we'd do a little bit of a video about that. Let's go on ahead and take a look and see what's making this little guy tick here. So just to start with, I've gone ahead and I've removed this end of the bracelet here. Makes it a little bit easier to get access to everything else. You only really need to pull to one side there. Then what we can see here is that when we zoom in a little bit, this is at its core just a little mechanical machine here. You can see the little balance wheel spinning. You can see the rotor. On the outside here is what is spinning to go ahead and charge the movement of the watch as you're wearing it. So there you go. That's that. Then we can see you got the little balance wheel spinning right now. It's running beautifully. And then inside there, most of the screws are actually just a flathead screwdriver. So you just need a little tiny flathead bit kind of thing. So you can get in there, unscrew those guys. They're the little hex. Looks to be a hex of some variety or another in the center there to keep the rotor on there. And then finally, you've got the little case back here. And the case back has got this scalloped edge there. I'm sure they've got some kind of a specialized tool, but you know what? I'm sure we can figure out something that'll get up inside there. So there we go. And then I've got the other situations here. I got a little cloth, got some rubbing alcohol, clean things off. Of course, got lubrication, etc. So we should be good to go here. So let's go on ahead and start off by getting this case back off. Like I said, there is a specialized tool or something or another for that. But you know what? I feel like I should be okay here if I just kind of get right up in here and then kind of trap a corner there. I think I should be if I give it a nice little I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't resist, right? I hope desperately that a bunch of people weren't just like, oh my God, is he going to do it? No. I am not going to do it. So look, the reason I'm making this video, aside from just to screw with people, because I'll be honest, that's a big part of it here, but is to highlight the fact that although I am a big advocate of disassembling tools, particularly pocket knives, because it's good to know what's going on inside there. It's good to be able to service things, and it's good to be able to keep something running in optimum condition. Even I acknowledge that there is a role for truly expert understanding and labor here. And one of the areas where you want to be an expert is in watches. Yes, absolutely, especially for really inexpensive budget movements that you don't really care about. You don't have a problem with damaging it. There is some joy in disassembling and taking a look at what the parts are there. And I may actually buy some kind of really, really cheapy mechanical and do that down the road because I think it would be really interesting. But by the time you get up to these levels, even the levels of a nice Seiko, that kind of thing, watch repair is a serious skill. This is a trade. These are craftspeople. And it is absolutely a respectable trade because not only is it the case that you need the specialized tools to, for instance, get the case back off. No, don't use a chisel. But you also need, for instance, the ability to clean the parts properly. You need very specific kinds and weights of oil. And in fact, manufacturers will specify the kinds of oil that you need. You need a very steady hand. You need the knowledge to know how to do this without, for instance, bending these little tiny springs in there. There are entire channels, there are entire worlds dedicated to high precision watchmaking like this. And so I guess the moral of this story, aside from don't watch the Nick Shabazz channel because he's just going to mess with you, is that watches are one of those things that you should absolutely leave to the experts to disassemble and maintain. This guy has a maintenance period of about every 10 years, and because it's a more specialized movement, it will have to go back to Omega at that point. And, it's going to cost some money, absolutely. But the simple fact is that this is a marvelous, incredible little mechanical machine. The fact that this little spinning wheel right here is able to keep time with an accuracy of, less than a second a day deviation is absolutely incredible. And when you have something that is this incredible, that is this well-tuned, and that is this well-designed, at a certain point, past the point, you do want to let an expert go ahead and handle that. So, for me at least, maintenance is limited to things like changing the strap around or, cleaning the watch off. You're getting everything nice and sparkly and ready to wear, as I am for this guy, because I think he's going on my wrist here this morning. But anyways, that to me is the level of maintenance that I'm comfortable with. Even being a jackass who loves to take things apart for certain matters and certain tasks, well, at the end of the day, they're best left to the experts. Anyways, hope you enjoyed a little bit of trolling here and that you have yourselves just an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.